welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be your weekly reading. I love doing these. They're just like a upcoming forecast to get an overall energy, a feeling for your week. And yeah, if you would like a personal reading from me, I do offer them down in the description box in my Etsy. I have a 30-minute reading where we can go into any topic you would like for 30 minutes. You get a full in-depth reading. I also have shorter 15-minute readings where they're kind of more themed around a specific thing. So that's all available in my Etsy if you would like to book a reading with me. So I have 3 different decks here. We have the Pagan Otherworlds with a beautiful piece of citrine. We have the Anna K Tarot with a green adventurine crystal. And we have the Smith Waite Borderless edition with the sunstone, a beautiful sunstone. So whatever you are drawn to, go with that deck. It is a general reading, so if your message doesn't resonate with you, you can feel free to watch the other readings, pick up what resonates with you, and leave behind what doesn't. So with that being said, we are going to get to reading number 1 now. Hello, group number 1. If you chose this deck, this reading is for you. We have the Pagan Otherworlds Tarot, and we have this beautiful piece of citrine. I love citrine. It's such a happy stone. So we're just going to get a forecast, energy of maybe just you right now, what's upcoming for your week. All right, so I have 3 cards here for you. We have the High Priestess. We have the 9 of Pentacles. And we have the 10 of Wands. All right, so you're very intuitive. You are very, you have this like psychic energy about you with the High Priestess. And we have the 9 of Pentacles, which indicates to me that you've reached this place of luxury with financial things, with material things. You feel fulfilled. But there's, because of that, because you are so, you're at this point in your life where you feel kind of content, you feel powerful in this divine feminine, kind of like very intuitive, very smart, very financially secure. All of these things are great, but because of that, you feel kind of very confident, and sometimes we can overburden ourselves. So this is the 10 of Wands, and so I feel like because you feel so great and wonderful, which is beautiful, you deserve to feel confident, but sometimes we can feel overly confident in a way that we take on too much. So I feel like that's just something you need to watch out for with passion projects, with your creativity. You've maybe taken on too much in that way, like career-wise, hobby-wise, whatever it is. I feel like you've maybe bitten off more than you can chew because you are so like fulfilled in these other avenues of your life emotionally with the High Priestess, that water, and then we have the 9 of Pentacles, so financially. So I feel like you've bitten off more than you can chew, like creatively, because that was kind of missing in your life and you felt like you could take on the world, but now it's kind of like overbearing, kind of burdening down on you. So yeah, just be careful not to take on more than one project at a time, I would say. Kind of focus on one thing at a time, so you can keep this kind of like serene energy, this luxurious kind of like easy life, because I feel like that's kind of what the energy I'm getting. You have this kind of easy, luxurious kind of life, and so you're kind of bored in that way because, you know, you kind of have it all, so you take on too much in that way. So yeah, don't get burnt out on this, because I feel like that can happen. If you take on too much creatively, you'll just kind of like stop completely because you'll be like, this is too much. So just be careful and don't overburden yourself with things like that. So now I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you to get some more insight. This is more of like a shadow work kind of deck, but I was feeling very like earthy energies. This is the Magic of You oracle. So we're just going to get a message for you. Lovaria, let love grow. I love that. Maybe because you're like, I do see very independent with this High Priestess. So maybe in your love life you haven't opened up because you're content with yourself, because I feel like you do have this self-love, this self-care kind of thing. Like, I do feel like you have that kind of down, but maybe you don't let love grow in other parts of your life. Like, you're very content being by yourself and things like that, but it's okay to let love grow in this beautiful garden of yours, in your life, for other people, right? I think you've learned to love yourself, but you need to open up and love and let others love you as well, because you've learned to love yourself and all of that, but you need to let love in, because I do get this very independent kind of by yourself feeling, which is wonderful. But yeah, and then I'm gonna pull another. This is from the Green Witch Oracle, Emotion Cucumber. Yeah, I feel like you're very emotionally sound, and this is just confirming that for me. But I feel like you're not letting it out in a way, giving it towards other people as much, or like you're being a little bit reserved with that, and just kind of focusing on all these other things. But there's like some kind of energy here about love, about romance, possibly. Like, maybe you don't have anybody romantically in your life right now, and this is a sign that you need to open yourself up to that. And yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. So I hope this reading resonated with you, group number 1. If it did, please comment down below. I love to hear feedback. And we're gonna get on to group number 2 now. Hello, group number 2. If you chose this deck, this reading is for you. We have the Anna K Tarot and this green adventuring crystal. So I'm just going to get an overall energy for your week. Okay, so I have 3 different cards for you today. We have the 4 of Pentacles, we have the Fool, and we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like there's a feeling of seriousness, maybe feeling like left out in a way, not putting yourself out there, kind of like hiding yourself away. We have the 4 of Pentacles, which to me is like holding on to something and not wanting to share it with anybody else, and just like you're securing something away and not sharing it with anybody else. And I feel like that's kind of like emotionally, usually it's talking about like money or something like that, but I just feel like whatever makes you secure, so like maybe being alone is, and kind of like hiding yourself away. And we have 5 of Pentacles, which is a feeling of being like out in the cold, a feeling of like being alone, and not realizing that there's help right here in this church window, to bring you in and give you safe haven. We have this Full energy right in the middle, which is screaming at me that this is what you need to work on here, is being more open, being more ambitious, kind of just going for it, putting yourself out there, not thinking about all the consequences, because I feel like you're somebody who's very like, you hide away and you think about things way too much, and you overthink to the point that you don't see what's right in front of you with this 5 of Pentacles energy. So you just need to kind of like let go of that and not be so rigid and not be so cold, right? You need to get yourself out there and be more childlike, be more adventurous, and that will get you out of this kind of feeling of being alone, feeling of kind of like keeping yourself away from others, or having to keep everything like hidden away. The Fool's very open, like what you see is what you get, and I feel like you need to embody more of that Fool energy. So now I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you. This is a shadow work kind of deck to see what other energies you need to work on. Flashover. It's all in your head. Yeah, exactly. It's all in your head. With the 5 of Pentacles, you're not actually alone. You have this safe haven, this church window right in front of you. If you just looked, you're not actually alone. It's all in your head. This feeling that you can't be this kind of full energy and go out and get it, go out and go for it, take that leap of faith. It's all in your head. That's what's holding you back. It's not something physically holding you back. It's something mentally holding you back. And so you need to let go of that. So now I'm going to pull a Green Witch card for you. Passion, beetroot. This passion has kind of gone from your life, and when you are free and carefree, you can bring that passion back. That love for life. Like, I feel like you're lacking a love for life. You've been kind of pessimistic. You've been thinking too much, and you need to just get out there and live, and your passion for life will come back. So that is the reading that I have for you today, group number 2. If you resonated, please comment down below. I love to hear feedback. And with that being said, we're going to get on to group number 3 now. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this deck, this reading is for you. We have the Smith-Waite Borderless edition, and we have a beautiful sunstone crystal. So we're just going to get an overall energy for your week. Okay, so I have 3 different cards here for you. We have the 7 of Swords, we have the 5 of Cups, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so there's a feeling of sadness, there's a feeling of betrayal. Something has happened to you lately or recently that's kind of caused you to feel really depressed. I'm just going to be honest, you're feeling really down. Somebody stole it feels like somebody stole part of your life from you. Somebody emotionally did something to you that wasn't nice, I'll say. So it could have been cheated on, could have been like an issue with a relationship or a family member that caused you to kind of feel this depressed state. But this week you're going to be coming out of that. We have the 7 of Pentacles, and you're going to start sowing those seeds to grow that happiness back again. You're going to make little steps in your life that's going to help bring that happiness back and bring your life back into this wonderful feeling again. So I want you to know that this depressed state, it's just a state right now, and I see this bright future for you. You've already kind of started planting these seeds. You're evaluating things. You're thinking about choices you've made. And there's little things that you're starting to do for yourself, starting to make changes in your life that are going to give you good harvest emotionally, where you'll have a lot to look forward to. You have a lot of good things growing in your life, a lot of things coming in your life shortly that will pull you out of this really depressed state. So I just want you to know that this is temporary. Whoever has hurt you, they do not matter anymore. And you've had this time to think and be by yourself. And you're taking the necessary steps to pull yourself out of this and to create a life that you want to be living. So that's what I see for you this week. This depressive kind of bad time that you've gone through will it will start to alleviate shortly. So now I'm going to pull a kind of shadow work card for you. Solitude, alone but not lonely. I love that. You do not need somebody to make you happy, and I feel like you are getting to that point. You're planting the seeds in your garden. You're planting the seeds in your life to create this life that you want. And even though you're alone now, you are not lonely. You're better off now than you were before. The emotional distress you were feeling was because of another person, and solitude is such a beautiful thing. We find out things about ourselves. We learn what we really want. We can discover self-love through that. So very important, solitude, alone but not lonely. Now I'm going to pull a card for you from the Green Witch Tarot. productivity, the pumpkin. You're making changes in your life. You're being productive. You're finding ways to not think about things that make you sad, and that is helping you in the long run. Whatever it is that you're doing to kind of take your mind off of things and make you feel better is helping and going to benefit you in the long run. It's not just things that to do to take your mind off things. It's actually furthering you along this path of being okay, being by yourself, and making a life that you truly love. So I hope this reading resonated with you, group number 3. If it did, please comment down below. I'd love to hear feedback. And with that being said, we're going to get to the outro. All right, everybody, that was your reading for the week. I hope that you enjoyed. Like I said, I do offer readings down in the description box if you would like. I hope you have a wonderful, magical week ahead of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.